We're gonna go to my office. My asset manager won't be to the Tucson property until 1, so we've got like 45 minutes. The reason I invited both of you guys is because you both want two different things, and you also represent two different demographics of people for obvious reasons. One's male, one's female. And so a lot of times people will ask me, hey, can I come spend the day with you? And I used to say yes about 5 years ago. What I felt like when I did that is I felt like I was controlled by somebody else. My life is really unpredictable, so what would happen is if I showed up 10 minutes late to a coffee thing, like somebody asked me to coffee. I had this one person about 5 years ago was like, wow, I was polite enough to ask for your time and you showed up 10 minutes late, I'm leaving, and they left Starbucks. I was like, that's the last time I'm ever letting somebody pick my brain for free.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
And you know this, right? It's like the same thing with personal training. People will ask you questions all the time, and the people that never paid you anything are the most entitled pieces of you'll ever meet in your life. The smart thing to do is go, all right, I'm gonna create a YouTube channel that answers all those questions. The problem with our YouTube channel is it's like, I think we have 2,100 videos now. People look at it and they go, this is overwhelming, and they just come straight to me, which is fine too. A lot of times I'll go, well, what's your question? What would you ask me if we went to lunch? And it's never really one question. It's always like, here's my story. What would you do if you were me? That's what people really want. Sometimes it's good to have people kind of hang out with me for the day. I haven't done this in, again, like 5 years, and just go, tell me your story. I'll give you some advice, and then you can ask me questions, because it might not even be about creative finance. It might be about other things. My thought was, next time somebody says, can I go to lunch with you? I'll go, watch this video and enjoy. So I just decided, hey, how do I turn this time together with you in a way that benefits my team? Because they get DMs on a daily basis that are like, I'll pay 25 grand for a day of his time. You couldn't pay me 100 grand. I would not do it. One-on-one stuff is really hard. I'm more of like a group guy. Everybody wants to know basically one of three things. They want to know, how do I have more, do more, be more? That's really all it comes down to. I think the situation you're in is you're 35.
33.
33.
Yeah.
You have been in an industry that I think they're letting you go, or they're downsizing or something?
I was bartending at this place, bar managing. And
Okay.
they had this whole switch of business, pretty much paying the employees less.
Okay.
So they got rid of all their high paid employees, which me being one of them.
Yeah.
And replaced it with essentially college kids to run their business.
It's a smart business move, to be honest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wasn't even mad at them. I was like, I get it. You know, I run my own business. It makes complete sense.
Yeah.
I'm just, effed. So.
You know why I decided to spend a day with you? Is because the way you wrote your email, you were like, I know this is an opportunity for me.
Absolutely.
This is happening for me, not to me. And I got to figure out why it's happening for me and what path, what direction, which way I want to go, and who do I want to become. And Eric was a bartender for 11 and a half years before he came on my team. I think you can very quickly, you can find the comfort in having that thing. And the second that thing gets pulled away from you and now you have this discomfort, you already know this as a weightlifter. It's like the pain is growth. So this is awesome. And so the way you wrote your email, I was like, dude, this guy's pretty awesome. He actually understands how this all works.
I'm trying, man.
I invited her because I told her I was on a Bigger Pockets thing with her the other day, and you were asking a question about your brokerage not being creative finance friendly. They're doing wholesale.
Yes. Yeah, that's we specialize in buying distressed properties.
Okay, so are you guys doing outreach, or are you working with wholesalers?
We have some wholesalers that we work with, but have found that because our inventory is private to our investors that we meet in person, that working with wholesalers ended up having the property addresses blasted out. We were trying to avoid getting daisy chain sort of thing, not knowing who had the contract. So we meet with fix and flippers or investors who purchase hard money or cash.
It's a good business model. Wholesalers can be fickle, is probably the best word for them.
It's hard because of the interest rates and stuff. I try to encourage people to find a private money lender, honestly, because you can get better rates working with a private money lender than doing hard money loans.
So what do they have you doing?
Right now I'm doing throwing signs, putting signs up for properties that we have under contract.
Okay, so they got you doing the bandit signs.
Cold calling, looking on the MLS for cash buyers around where we have properties locked up.
And you're on commission?
Yes.
What other ways do you have income?
I don't. I quit my job at a law firm to do this full time.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I've been with the company for 4 weeks now, and I haven't made a sale yet.
It takes a while, right? It's like if I went into your same job, me with my experience, it wouldn't take me 4 weeks to get a deal. It'd take me 4 days maybe, or 4 hours. But you guys are essentially double closing and having your end buyer pay for both closing costs, correct?
We cover the standard closing cost.
So you find deals on the MLS, which is your primary mechanism.
We try to do mostly off off market with some MLS deals.
Interesting.
Yes.
Net Worth Realty is going direct to seller. I love it. So what are they doing? Cold calling, texting, what?
Cold calling, we do like 60,000 mailers a month. We have like 30 agents who are pretty much boots on the ground every single day, driving around looking for deals, looking for distressed homes, skip tracing right outside the front door of the house, talking to the sellers, talking to investors, pretty much anything that you can think of to try to get those investors in the door to have those meetings. And
So it seems like you're on the disposition side. You're not on the acquisition side.
they want me to build up my book of business because I'll have $3 million in funds when I'm on month 4 to go out and buy my own properties. It wouldn't make sense for me not to have a book of business buying properties and not having anybody to purchase them after I pick them up.
A typical real estate deal takes how many days to close once you get it under contract?
So we don't do inspection. Well, we get an inspection period as a holding company for typically 5 to 7 days, and then we'll market it to our investors. And I've seen some of the properties sell in 2 minutes. Sometimes it takes a couple of days, but typically the longest I've seen so far is like 2 days to sell property.
No. It takes 2 days to sell it, but then your ability to get paid is when it gets closed on escrow, right? So the close of escrow is usually, what, 30 days out?
We do, I would say like 10 to 15 days. Sometimes we do post-possession if the people need time to get out.
You do a 10-day close, even if a homeowner's living in the house? Do you guys not have 60-day, 90-day people that are like, I need 90 days?
We do sometimes, but I'm not sure of all the details just yet because I'm still pretty new, but they end up just working out a deal where they can stay a little bit longer, and then anything above that, the investor ends up getting some payment out of it. It's taking up their time to get in there and start working on it.
Me putting myself in your shoes, I look at your situation and I'm like, you're not gonna get paid on anything for probably 60 to 90 days. So how are you gonna pay your bills? Do you have credit cards? You live with somebody? What's going on?
My boyfriend works at a golf course right now, so he's basically taking care of us, and we are staying with his parents. We're both on a grind. He has his own dream to open his own jiu-jitsu gym, so he trains. He's pushing me to chase this dream because I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So he's supporting us on his income.
I love that. Gosh dang it, why people gotta pull up behind me? I'm trying to back up. So I'm taking you here because I think a lot of people that watch me on Instagram don't realize that I actually have an office and employees and stuff like that. I never come to the office. Even on the YouTube channel, we film at my house or we film at property, so you never see my team. So this office, we own about 25% of this building, and this office houses, I think, 4 of our businesses. A lot of people think it's weird that I don't go to my office, but you kind of just figure out what you're good at and what you're not good at. And the thing that I'm good at is not being in the office.
Yeah. It's just not your thing.
Hi, good to meet you. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
How's it going?
Good.
Hey guys, come in here. Adriana is our head of ops, so head of operations. We are accumulating and buying businesses. So as we buy a business, her job is to go into that business and fix problems, elevate it, and then her job is to say, Pace, go find another business. So we just bought a company called The Plant Guy. How cool is that company?
So cool.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you were just there last week, right?
Yeah, I did a big party there. It was cool. That business does about $5 million a year in revenue, and we bought that business for like pennies. Kept the founder in place, so we don't have to be the face of it, but we just are gonna run the back office of that company.
Your jerky business?
The jerky business is a good business, but there's like a point in your life where you go, that is too big of a lift. So I go to this gas station like 2 months ago in Utah, same one I've gone to for 10 years to buy this beef jerky. It's not there. I'm like, what the crap?
Oh no.
So I go to a different gas station where I bought it there before too. It's not there. I go, all right, I'm just sitting in my truck. I'm looking it up online and I'm like, this dude doesn't even have a freaking website, but he's in all these gas stations. Like, what the heck? In my mind, I thought this company was massive, like Jack Links or something. Online, I find a Facebook group. He has a Facebook group, but doesn't have a website for his company. His Facebook group has a phone number. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll call the freaking number. So I call the number. Hi, who's this? I go, is this Far West Outfitters? He goes, yeah, what do you need? Are you the owner? He's like, yeah, I'm the owner. Where can I find the jerky? He tells me. I go find it. I send him a photo. I go, dude, I just bought like $500 of jerky. Why are you not nationwide? This is the best beef jerky I've ever had in my life. I come to Utah just to buy this jerky. And he says, I have figured out how to work 1 day a month and make $15,000 a month net to me with 1 day a month. All about lifestyle. I don't care about taking over the world or driving a yacht or anything.
He's
like
good
that.
right there.
He's good. Are you interested in selling the business? He goes, yeah. I go, let's meet tomorrow. So we went and met. I recorded the whole meeting on my iPhone because I was traveling through. And I'm talking to him and he goes, yeah, I'll sell or finance it to you. I want $500,000 and you pay me $5,000 a month for the next 10 years. The business is yours. Okay, cool. So somebody like you, Kelly, that goes, all right, I want to make 10 grand a month right now. You're like, let me take this company right now. I look at what you're doing with net worth and I'm like, think about the 90 days that you're gonna have to spend with them before you get a paycheck. I go, why not just go find a business? Like I have one of my students, her name is Lindsay Ellenwood. She just bought a UPS store, 0 money down, 0% seller finance. It makes $15,000 a month day one, turnkey. Guy's retiring, wants to sell the business. So I look at that and I'm like, why don't you go do something like that? Or do your net worth thing in the day, and then in your side hours, look for companies that you can just go and acquire. Something like 90% of businesses don't ever sell, they just shut down because nobody buys them. It's like landscape companies, tree trimming companies. Hi, Giselle.
Hi.
So we're accumulating more and more businesses, so we're putting a team together and she's in charge of that team to go, I go find the businesses, or at some point we'll probably have an acquisition team. But right now that's my job, is to find opportunities, bring that to the team and then go, all right, I'm out. So like even Matthew, the owner of the Plant Guy company that I found, negotiated, struck the deal, and then passed it on to the team, Matthew still reaches out to me and he's like, hey, I have a question about blah, blah. I go, that's not my job. I did my job, Matthew. I negotiated a purchase of the business. Now reach out to the team that's in charge of it. I've now moved on. The beef jerky company, for us, like think about that. If I gave that to her, immediately the $15,000 that company makes a month has now been gobbled up because we're gonna immediately go in and hire somebody. Like we're not in the position to go and buy businesses that don't have employees. This guy has a really great business where he works 1 day a month. Meat comes from a company. The packaging comes from a company. He doesn't have to deal with any of the warehousing. It just ships directly to the gas station he strikes a deal with, and they do all the labeling for him and everything. So he's like, I don't have to worry about where the meat comes from. I came up with my own recipes, but I told him, hey, make something like honey blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they made it for him. He goes, I got up to a point where I was making 25 grand a month, but it was requiring me to work 3 days a month. And I was like, screw that, I wanna work 1 day a month. So he got rid of 20 of his stores. A company like that would be good for you because you're like, I can step in, I'm not hiring anybody, I'm the person that does the job, and I'm now the person that gets the $10,000 or $15,000 a month. For us, I've got to put her on it, and what's she gonna do? She's gonna go hire somebody and put somebody in that position, and now the company's not making money until we expand. So there's a heavy lift. You can look at buying a business and you go on the smaller side, like you could buy a tree trimming business. Oh my gosh, those are like the easiest business to buy. Tree trimming makes a lot of money, but what do you know about tree trimming? That's the problem. So you got to kind of figure out something that you would be good at. You would be actually good at the beef jerky thing, I'm sure of it. You definitely would be good at it.
Yeah, I mean, I just love the sound of it, man. I love beef jerky.
Somebody else has already done all the hard work for 10 years, and most business owners don't know how to sell their business. They're like, I'm stuck. My kids don't want it because they're spoiled, or they're just dumb and I didn't train them properly, and they don't want it. They want to go do something else, and so what they do is they shut down the business. CPA firms, tree trimming, cleaning companies, carpet companies, tile companies, like anything you can imagine. You go to like bizbuysell.com, you can just scroll through, and a lot of these businesses will sell in seller finance. Out of this office, our business acquisition company, we call it Creative Mergers and Acquisitions is the name of the company. Who are you aiming to hire?
I just hired HR just for like in general.
Oh, for all companies.
So everybody, yeah.
So what she does is she's at the very top, and so she'll be in charge of multiple companies. So she's in charge of the media company. She's in charge of Start Virtual. So she's helping in a company that is right around the corner. We own a company in the Philippines that has roughly 500 employees, and we do cold calling and texting for people, and medical billing and virtual bookkeeping and all that kind of stuff. Most of the employees are in the Philippines, but we have a good team of probably. Hey Ben. Ben's our CFO. For this suite of companies, that's Ben. Here, let's cruise around. Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
The HR lady, did you find somebody?
Yeah, we did. He's in-house now, so he's on his second week.
Oh, what?
Here, yeah.
What about recruiting?
That's next.
That's next.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, team? Hi, what's up?
Nice to meet you. I'm Ellie.
Hi, Ellie. I hear so many good things about you. Yeah, all the things. Eric tells me all the stories. What's up? Where you been? What have you been working on all them? I think we launched the merch.
Yes, we did.
Any interest in it at all?
We've got a couple sign-ups so far. I think we've got a couple. We'll see. I think we just dropped to the gators today.
Okay, cool.
Good to see you again.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
What are you working on today?
Oh, YouTube comments, CM best practices.
Okay, thank you for all you do. I notice a difference in so many things.
Oh, good.
Eric was good, but you're great.
See this?
Shots fired.
Oh, sick. Is he in-house now?
Yeah, he's here. He just walked out.
That's dope. That's really, really cool. So this is our media team. So here, come over and meet everybody. What's up? How's the magazine going, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Always better dressed than me. Freaking sucks, man. What do you got going on? How's the magazine?
It's going well, man. We have 415 registered, but it's
What?
That's not subscribers, but that's registered out there. 28 subscribers, but it's going on.
Good.
Yeah, that's some good features.
First month, man.
Yeah, first month.
You got congrats. That was pretty cool. It's all you, bro. What's up? What do you got?
What's going on?
You got a funny video going on? Good to see you,
Yeah,
bro.
I'm making you look silly.
Okay, good.
How's it going, babe?
What's up? What do you got going on
Gator video.
for this Friday?
Next Friday. This Friday's already done. It is the best practices you did with Alexis.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Very
got it
cool.
all together.
Awesome, man. Thank you for that.
It wouldn't just be the wall.
What's up?
Hi. We're going over trainings.
Where you been?
What do you mean?
I haven't seen you in like 2 months.
Because you've been avoiding me.
I tried to get you to Montana, dude.
Oh, yeah.
See? Who's avoiding who?
No, I had a team.
I know.
You were hiring
Then you went on a
people.
cruise or something?
Yeah, it was horrible. I'm never going on a vacation.
I can't imagine going on a cruise.
Yeah, it was horrible. Don't do it.
Do you feel stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
suck.
Like
Yeah.
even when I go to Hawaii, I'm like, oh my gosh, get me off this stupid island.
After like a week.
What are you guys working on?
We're going over, like, we're making trainings for each role that comes in. So we're trying to decide. He's arguing with me that it needs to be one long video for training. And I want them to be separate. Like, learning the basics.
I actually agree with Giselle, but I'm not the boss, so I don't know.
And then, like, what is creative finance? And then they go into, like, this training.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Wow.
be both. We could do both one long and one separate.
No, he's getting separate.
If it was me, I would want one long because I'm stupid. And I'd be like, I just want to watch one video while I drive or while I do whatever. I'm doing stuff around the garage. But if I'm organized, which is you and your personality, I'd be like, I want to know what video I'm watching and what I'm going to get out of this video.
Yep.
And then I'll move on to the next one when I'm ready.
And they shouldn't be driving. They would be here when they'd be doing the training.
Yes. Oh, got it. Okay.
And I want them to be able to, like, if I stop and I'm like, okay, where are they at in the training? You know?
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Can you tell that in Notion?
Yeah. Well, I can tell where they're at by just.
It's not Kajabi, so how can you tell?
How can I tell?
Are you
where they're-
are you the lead now, bro? Holy crap, bro! It's like you're growing up.
I know. We're moving so quick.
Congrats, dude. Do you feel like a grown up now?
It's been fun. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it. It's been great. You guys been a big help.
How's Asher doing?
Oh,
You guys like Asher?
yeah.
Yeah. He's great.
Quiet guy.
Oh, you did? He's really sweet and he's really quiet, so you got to push on him a little bit. Is he ready to teach kids how to edit their first video?
Actually, I feel like he's doing really good.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have him launch a kids Discord on December something.
Yeah, I think he'd be able to, like, teach the basics for sure.
Okay. Isn't it funny that when I come here, I'm actually a disruption? I'm not a help.
No, you're a help. Look at you. You were on my side.
I was on her side. She actually texted me before I walked over here. She was like, please vote my side. All right, we'll see you guys later. What are you working on now?
Just working on thumbnails right now. I had just posted one in Notion. I was just coming up with another version, a little bit funner maybe.
Walk me through what you're doing here. You're taking notes while you're going through the YouTube video.
Yeah, just kind of either key things I feel like might be good titles or just things that I feel like were important, like sales process isn't a good title, but it's something that I want to know for my brain, just
I love that.
the videos.
Wow. And to think that we hired you as a bookkeeper.
Things change for the better.
Oh my gosh. That was honestly the biggest failure this company's ever had.
I'm glad we switched it up.
I'm glad we got you back. Thank you. Bro,
Hey,
nice to meet you, man. Dude, I'm so impressed by what you're doing.
thank you.
Freaking insane. Everything they send me that you're doing, I'm just like, oh my gosh, this guy is so freaking good. Thank you. You're amazing. Hi. How's it going? Are you doing numbers?
I'm trying.
You
Trying
trying?
to get other people to do numbers.
That's good. Where's Ben? Is he in here?
They're in a meeting.
Oh, they're in a meeting. The whole accounting department?
Come on in.
Hey,
Holy moly, what are you guys meeting about?
we are doing a finance L10, which means that we get together once a week. And
This is like fun for people?
well, it helps
Did we
with,
say that?
It helps with accountability and communication.
Yes, I love it.
I find this to be the Ben accountability meeting.
Oh, the Ben accountability meeting. Are you saying it holds you accountable, Bill?
Yeah, it does. I owe David something. I owe Rochelle something. You know, it tells me once a week when I'm going to get done.
I love it.
Hey, Sweet Bell, this is our HR.
Bill, what's up, bro?
Hey,
Nice to meet you. Great to meet you, man. You gotta have a colorful shirt guy in the office. Like it's a requirement. Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too.
Welcome to the team.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What part of the valley are you in?
East Valley.
Yes. Good to meet you guys. Thank you. The stuff that I would want to pick up from this office is how many people did I meet today I've never met before. That is something that you got to understand as a business owner, is that you've got to build a business that at some point people are being hired and things are turning and working and you never come. Eric, how often do I come to this office?
Once every other month.
Yeah, once every other month. Like, I'll come here maybe 5-6 times in a year. And even though it's really close to my office, which is a requirement, so like my partner Cody's like, hey, let's get an office in Gilbert. I'm like, no, I don't live in Gilbert. And he's like, well, you never come to the office. I'm like, yeah, but in the days that I do come to the office, I want to be able to have it 10 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish those little lessons of hiring people and having the company run without you, I wish I saw somebody else doing it